are and what we were, you know, as Black entertainers, to allow us to make those lines and to rock with us, and allow us to make those moments our own.
Yeah.
You know, so at the time I actually was struggling with a lot, because, man, I mean, there's no manual on how to be a celebrity, man. I mean,
Man, there was all these groupie hoes coming at my husband, man, and I was, you know.
that part back then, you know. And so it's funny because life has a way of imitating art, and that line actually spoke to me as well. And that's the cool thing about being able to play such a cool character, is that, you know, I think that there were a lot of us that were able to relate to Eddie Winslow, to Laura, to Maxine. I think the only people probably had a problem relating to, the only character I see was Steve. But he was such a zany character, and Jalil was so good at playing the character that it made us feel sorry for the odd man out, you know. And then he was so great when he played Stefan, you know, that he was able to make that character be something that everybody wanted to reach for, you know. Because
if you ask me, I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you ask me, the Stefan character, for people who don't know, was Darius McCrary. So Jalil would like study Darius, you know what I'm saying? And see, Darius always been smooth. And he did say his name is McCrary, right? So there's something in his blood. When he enters a room, every woman knows. He kind of floats when he walks. So he'll come out with these suits on and change his character, and I'd be like, God damn, here go Darius. Darius.
Well, you know, Jay is my little brother. He's my little brother, you know. And I've done my best throughout the years. I mean, to be a good influence on my little brothers, you know, be it Donovan, you know, Tyler, you know, Jaleel, you know. So we've spent so much time together. You know, you can't help it but rub off on each other, you know. So.
Now, I'm not gonna like stick on Family Matters, because this is not a Family Matters reunion for y'all that don't know Cherie's World. Like, this is Cherie's World.
Cherie's World.
But we had Sean on the show, who's also Cherie's World. And Sean made it known that you pulled him apart. And I thought it was very sweet, because I never knew you guys shared this moment. You pulled him off to the side, and quote me if I'm wrong, Courtney, because I don't remember the exact words, but you said, Eddie and Waldo have something really special here, and we have a chance to make something out of this.
Yes, that's what I said. Well, you know, I mean, Cherie, you know this. I mean, being in one half of one of the arguably one of the greatest girl power dynamic duos in TV history, Punky and Cherie. You know, there's always that unity that best friends have, Laverne and Shirley, Lenny and Squiggy. And Sean's character, you know, I call Sean the king of the one-liners, which he and Jalil both were so great at being able to take that one line and just really punch it. I mean, not that all of the rest of us didn't have the experience or the ability or talent to do it, but it's just those characters just so left field. What Waldo and Steve, where it's like they were just characters. And Sean has always had the ability, whether it was Peaches, and he played on Girlfriends, which was hilarious, to just take that one-liner and just zing it, you know. And so when they brought the character to the show, people don't remember, Sean was best friends with Willie, who was played by Lorenz. Right. And they were besties, and then Lorenz got a better gig that was paying more money as series regular. I'm getting out behind the scenes. This is what really happened. Willie didn't move nowhere. He didn't go away. His parents didn't get their job. Willie went on to do a show with Red Fox called You Took the Kids, and he was a series regular. So bye-bye Family Matters, because he'd rather have a series regular gig than have a reoccurring gig as a guest star. So he was gone. But Sean was so good that they kept him around. And I really did feel that we would be able to fill a void and to be able to create that besties thing, that magic, and we did. People remember Eddie and Waldo,
It was
as a
beautiful.
dynamic duo. Yeah, that's my
And it
guy.
was natural.
And it was and that's who we really are. That's my boy. You know that, Cherie. I mean,
Yeah.
and he's a great acting coach as well. He's one of the, I mean, as much as I know, Cherie, does her master class. Y'all have probably seen, recently. I've been doing my master class.
Yes.
Yes, and it's something I was actually reluctant to do.
You didn't
Because
even tell me you were going to be close to me. I would have driven to take your class.
No, baby. I need you to come and teach the class with me when we come back. We coming.
I'm trying to take it.
Okay, well, we come. I'm gonna need you to come to class. I need you there. I don't want to be a distraction.
I was gonna say I don't want to be a distraction. I want to come. I want to sit in the back, and I want to take.
You're never distraction. You're inspiration. You have always inspired me to do my best at whatever it is, whether it's music, whether it's acting, and part of my whole thing with that masterclass is people tapping into what those gifts that you already have, because a lot of times people, we have, especially in this day and age, people can really be delusional. People catfishing people, and people tying. I've seen brothers be wearing fake beards and stuff now, and these brothers got the lace fronts that they can wear, and they cut it like it's a real. We can be really delusional. There's something in us that allows us to anchor ourselves and to provide stability. And that's all that we have to tune into, when we are performing, if you would. And that's one of the things that Sean has always been really good at doing. So sometimes I like to get an outside opinion from myself, for what I'm doing, because this business will have you second guessing yourself sometimes. Not that I ever have. I just don't. Because I don't think I care enough to second guess myself.
Sometimes you want another eye or somebody to say, try doing this instead of that.
You know what I'm saying? I had to tell my agent a couple of weeks ago. I said, look, I don't feel like hearing no again this month. So I'm not going to be auditioning. I'm going to go hang out in Miami. I don't want to hear no. I want to go out in public where people show me love, and they like to say yes to me. So, I mean, because people don't have any idea how many no's that we hear before we get that one yes that can change your life.
Statistically, 100 no's before we get one.
100 no's, they say. But see, for me, I didn't hear no. I got a yes the first audition I ever had, which was a major motion picture. I didn't ask for that. Chip Field saw me. She said that I had the it factor. She said that that she saw something in me. I didn't even know what the hell it factor was. I was just a little kid. It bothered people because I was gregarious and had an inquiring mind, and I wanted to know. So I'm backstage. I'm asking her, "Oh my God, you Penny's mama? Is Penny come today?" No, baby, Penny's not gonna come.
He's looking for Janet Jackson, y'all.
That's Janet Jackson played Penny on Good Times. For y'all that's too young to know what that is. But so is Penny sisters with Tootie? No, baby, Penny's not sister. Because you really Tootie's mama. Yes, baby. But her name is Kim. Why do they call her Tootie? They call her Tootie because that's her name on the show. Listen, I told your daddy that you can sit with me, but you're going to have to sit down. You're going to have to watch, and you're going to have to be quiet, baby, if you're going to sit here, because I wanted you to sit with me, because I want you to watch this. Okay, I will. Okay, Auntie Chip. Okay, baby. Okay, all right.
I love it.
Isn't she amazing? So this went on for weeks at a time, because my dad wrote the music in this play called Don't Get God Started with Marvin Winans, which a lot of people might not know. My father discovered the Winans. He discovered the Winans. He took the demo to Andre Crouch, which got them signed over at Light Records. He brought BB and CeCe down to PTL, which was Jim Baker's Praise the Lord organization in Charlotte, North Carolina. And a lot of people don't know the story, but that they really didn't want Uncle BB, but Pop Winans was no joke. And he was like, if you take CeCe, you got to take BB. But Uncle BB was too black to be on network TV singing Praise the Lord. And so my dad had Uncle BB turn his back and back out. And he told him to turn around and to sing to everybody and to turn around. And when he turned around, it was already too late. They couldn't tell the Sounds of Blackness know, and they became BB and CC, and then they did the song Lord Lift Us Up, because the song was Love Lift Us Up, Love Lift Us Up where we belong. So they reworked the song, and they did Lord Lift Us Up, and that was what really broke them. And so my dad did that. And so my dad was writing the music for this play called Don't Get God Started. It was an off-Broadway show. And I was just hanging out with my dad. My mom used to send me to work with my dad because I just had a lot of energy, you know. I did. I think I had asthma as a kid, and I used to take the asthma pump and shit. And I think the steroids used to just make me hype. But thank God for albuterol.
Mama needed a break. Mama had 2 other kids. Mama needed a break. Mama Shay was not playing with you, and she was tired of whooping you. So you had to go with Daddy for a little while because my mama needed a break.
Hey, good things happen when you allow a child to hang out with their father from time to time, I guess.
What's this new thing you doing where you playing James Brown, bro?
So, once again, shout out to Robbie Reed, arguably one of the greatest casting directors in Hollywood. I get a call, and they're like, they want you to play James Brown. One of the few times that I haven't had to read for a role to prove myself. Which was crazy because I'm like, well, don't you guys want to see if I can even do this?
Right. No, everybody knows you can do that.
No, but for real though, babe, you know this. I mean, that's a tough one. That dude, and it's probably one of the hardest things I've ever done because, you know, JB was Mr.
Wow.
Time.
He was wild.
Oh my God!
If somebody has met you, and I don't mean wild in a bad way, but I mean like energetic, who's gonna slide across the stage? Who is gonna do something that we don't actually have scripted right here on the paper? Who is gonna whip off that cape and really embody it? Baby, that's gonna be you. I'm with Robbie.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Robbie went in the room, Robbie read this, and Robbie said, who can embody this character? I don't know nobody but Darius.
Well, let me say this though, because I think Chadwick played him one time, and but when I saw the picture that you posted, and I'm like, and I'm not just saying it because you're on the show, but you really look like James, and I was like, damn, like you really embodied that.
Man, well, you know, man, I mean, that's what my goal is. Whenever I do anything, whenever I take on any role, man, that is my goal, is to make sure that I embody that character, man. I mean, especially when you're playing an icon, when you're playing James Brown, when you're playing Muhammad Ali, you know, you can't miss a beat with those guys, man. And you have a duty to do just the justice that they did by us.
Right.
I'm gonna say that.
When does it come out?
That's coming out May 2nd. It'll be out. And what's cool about that is my birthday's May 1st. May 2nd, it comes out on Show BET, and James Brown's birthday is May 3rd.
Damn.
Synchronicity, man, and alignment. You know, and that's what I really believe in, man. When it comes to any of this stuff that we doing, man, it's all about synchronicity and alignment, man. And I think that if we focus more on that, you know, we would find ourselves in position to create more greatness. Because we grew up in an era, man, but this stuff was great. It wasn't just, you know, somebody running around with a camera. It wasn't an ultra low budget SAG project. You know, it wasn't. I mean, it was well thought out. It was well planned, and we were blessed to have been able to experience content that has shaped generations and shaped culture. You know, and Cherie, you know, and I were blessed to be a part of those projects that shape culture and generation, you know, and generations, you know. So I pray that we'll go back to more of that. You know, that's part of the reason why it's so important to me to be a content provider and a producer. You know, Cherie knows she's produced some great projects, and she continues to produce, and you know, she's a woman that is not waiting on anybody to hand her anything. You know,
it takes too long.
They do take too long. They do.
But before we talk about monogamy, because I want to talk about that before you go, I got to talk about another character that you completely embodied, another man who I had a crush on, Gerald Levert.
Wow,
The Mickey Howard story, like that.
Yeah, that hit home. That really did. That was something serious. Because Mickey is one of my greatest mentors, my greatest teachers. Musically, and her and Gerald had a really beautiful, but difficult relationship. And Gerald was a really good friend of mine, and so originally I was supposed to play Mickey's father.
Really?
Clay Graham. Clay Graham, the legendary Clay Graham, amazing gospel singer Clay Graham, but they didn't put his character in the movie, and so I was really disappointed. And I said, well, I guess I won't be able to be in the movie, Mickey. And she said, no, you're gonna play Gerald. And I said, huh?
Man, but you look just like him though, bro.
Once again, though, I gained as much weight as I could because, again, in this day and era, in age, in this era, we don't